So, so my journey or my life started with Mani sir. So, very interestingly, he had wanted to cast somebody who would look like Surya's brother. But Surya's brother came from US. And Mani sir thought, why not see him? But I was 110 probably kgs. So I took the opportunity to meet Mani sir, tell him that I want to work with you. That's why I came back from US and he said, most welcome. I didn't expect that. So from the next 2 weeks I joined Mani sir and started working with him. So all my life, if I had achieved something in this last 15 years, I think I've learned everything from Mani sir. You know, his passion for cinema, the discipline, the way he never compromises on anything, and the way he wants to push the bracket. You know, he never compromises. He wants to take everything to the next level. In terms of which he doesn't want to repeat himself. He pushes everything. He pushes you. He gets the best out of you. Like what Raheman sir beautifully said that is, he's always looking for something extraordinary. He keeps searching. That's something which I always learn from him. And this particular film, I think, has been his dream for over 40 years. So. And this is says, keep it real. But real and 1,000 years back. So that's a big challenge. So then you have to understand how the society was 1,000 years back. Like Cholas had their own fleet. Cholas had conquered all over South Asia. So we didn't know all this. So the next generation is going to know all this through this film. It's going to be an experience. I wouldn't say it's a film, it's an experience.
Right now, Mani sir's fleet, sir, over here, and this Samraj is going to rock. I'm telling you, it's going to rock on the 30th of September.
I have lots to say, but I'll stop here.
We'll give you the mauka, sir. I'll come back to you. All right, Trisha ma'am, this one's for you. Powerful heroine is the tag. People say that she's the most amazing actor, of course, of the Indian film industry. Here, when you talk about PS-1, how do you see this movie in your filmography? What do you have to say on that?
Hi everyone. So I call PS-1, I've said this before, as my triple bonus film. So I've done a lot of films and been around for a while. Yes. And people have, it's a very common question. Everyone's asked me, what character do you wish to play, since you've pretty much done so many already. And I've always said I want to be part of a period film. Obviously I want to play a princess, right? Yeah. And so this PS-1 is my triple bonus film because firstly I get to play a princess. Secondly, it is a Mani Ratnam film. And third, what we finished it.
No worries, we'll come back to the third point.
No, the third was the period film. Yeah, third was the period.
Did you just make it up?
Sorry, princess, period film, Mani Ratnam film.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Aishwarya ji, this is for you. Please tell us, first of all, you have to, talk to us about those. Yeah, please tell us something about that because everybody would want to know about that. Kya ho kya raha hai?
It's a selfie.
ऐसी थोड़ी होती है इतनी धमाकेदार selfie like जितनी movie blockbuster उतनी like the entire world is talking about it right now.
Firstly, good evening and thank you all for coming here and supporting our movie. Very, very special to us as a team to have made this movie, of course, under the one and only Mani Ratnam. It's his movie and we are so happy and privileged and honored to be part of his film. Thank you for also making it light by asking us about the selfie. Well, what can we say? I think it's people's love, right? It's their response and their love for us that they're making something as normal as just two artists who are having fun on a set and just making a memory to remember the day and the moment. And yeah, thank you all for the love.
Dream that you're actually fulfilling on the big screen, and whatever we've seen, it's brilliant. So please tell us something about that. That how responsible did you feel when this thing was offered to you?
You rightly said it. Hi guys, first of all. It's a lot of dreams that come together. My dream is, when I started acting in movies, I'd seen a Roja, I'd seen a Bombay, I'd seen a Nayagan, and I wanted to be in his films. I was in college that time and I had a classmate who was a cousin of his, and I became his friend because he's his cousin. And I used to always keep asking about Mani sir. That's the impact he's had on me in the films that he's done. Mauna Ragam, there's so many movies, like frame by frame, I could just watch them over and over again. So that was a dream, to work in his film. And I had thought that, even Mr. Shankar, if I work in both their films, I would retire. I don't want to act after that. And I still hadn't started acting. But I've acted in 2 films of both of theirs, and I'm hungry for more. So that's one dream. Second dream is, of course, Raheman sir. The most amazing maestro alive, I think, in music. I mean, what he does for us. Yesterday, someone rightly said, even after 30 years, the songs that he played first, maybe in a Roja, is still very, very pertinent even today. The sounds, what he's used, the instruments he's used, how he's changed music in cinema as we know it. So it's always been a dream for me to work in his film. But what greater dream can there be than working in a film which both of them are together? Because they've given the most amazing music always, every single time. It's always a sixer. And I feel so proud to be a part of that. The other dream was, I've always wanted, I told Mani sir, give me a nice role wherein, like, I have this entry on a bike, and then you have, like, in Alay Pai, you'll have Maddie, and sounds like that. And maybe it's like Vicky, or Vikram, or Kenny, whatever. He disappointed me that way. He threw me into the jungle and into muck. And again, he called me for this, and I said, okay, now what are we doing? He said, you're a prince. I said, wow, great. No, but you get into battle, you're only in battle, and you're always covered in muck. So you have to be rugged. You have to be crude. You have to be a barbarian of sorts. You are a prince, but yes, Eka will give you the most amazing costumes, but then you have to roll in the sand and then get ready for the shot. So that was how it was. So I was like, okay, so I'm not going to have that entry. But then you saw the entry in the trailer, which I think for me is my personal best shot ever in any film. Oh. Thank you, sir. I need that. I don't think I'll ever have that shot again. Neither will I have that hair again. So that shot is like the shot for me, coming as a prince on a horse, and I think that's enough. I don't need anything more in the film. But then you have Raheman sir, you have Thodadarni, you have Thodadarni sir, you have Ravi Verma, you have everybody who's like, giving it their best, and that's all because it's Mani sir's movie, and they're all there, and you know that you're going to be in a film like that, produced by one of the biggest production companies in India, Laika. So what more can I ask? All my dreams have come true. And working with the most amazing actors, it's not very easy to get a combination like this, because in the South especially, we don't have ensemble cast, we don't have that. We just have a solo hero, and I may meet him at a function, and we're buddies, and I may meet Karthik again at a function and say, hi Karthik, how are you? Great, I saw your film. But never will we do a film where we're all together. This film has every actor, except maybe I think there's one person called Mohan Ram. I think everybody else has been a hero or is a hero. And everyone has been a heroine on, even now. And of course, working with all of them, Ravi, Karthi, Trisha, Ash, it's been like phenomenal. And I get to work with Ash again after Ravanan. My only problem, my only gripe is, here too I don't get her. I play this tragic hero who never, whenever Manisa says Ash, I said, really? So do I die in the end? Do I get her? Yeah, let's think about it. But I don't think I can tweak the subject because it's already been written. So I may die, I may not die, but Ash, why do you do this? Anyway, so that's how it is, and we've had a great time. We
talked about everywhere. Today, when it is all set to be released on the 30th of September, when you look back at this journey, like the PS-1 journey, how would you sum it up? Like, what comes to your mind?
Good evening. Thank you very much for being here. PS has been a dream for a very long time. From the first time I read the book during my school days, it's been something which I've seen on the big screen. I never thought I would get into films, nor did I think I'll make it. But it's always been calling to be made. I think it was so spectacular as a, as a visual, as a story, as an adventure. So, and several people have tried to do this before, and they've not been able to. They've not been able to because of one reason: they wanted to leave it for me. So I'm so happy, so glad that I get to make it, and get to make it with, at this time, when the technology has improved tremendously. So we are able to do it with a lot more comfort, lot more authenticity, and to be able to do it with this kind of cast and crew. In fact, not just being right for the role, but also being right for the film and caring for the film and willing to do that walk along, you know. So it's very special. It's very special. And thank each one of them. Also thank.
दिक्कत भरी नहीं थी और इस फिल्म में जो नंदिनी का आप जो कैरेक्टर प्ले कर रही हैं वो पूरी तरह से साउथ इंडियन है और आप साउथ इंडियन साउथ से ही आती हैं।
वही कहने वाली
जी, तो
मैं भी पूरी तरह से साउथ इंडियन हूँ, इंडियन हूँ, तो
नहीं बट ज़्यादा चैलेंजिंग कौन?
कंपैरिजंस नहीं करते एज आर्टिस्ट। हर एक्सपीरियंस अपने में ही चैलेंजिंग है और अपने में ही यादगार है, अपने में ही खूबसूरत है। और जब एज एन आर्टिस्ट हमें ऐसे अनुभवों के अवसर मिलते हैं तो हम अपने आप को बहुत ही मतलब ब्लेस्ड समझ, we really regard ourselves blessed because you're getting the opportunity to essay such impactful characters, such memorable characters as we have read them, but then you're getting to work with filmmakers who we as artists can keep complete faith in, where you know the interpretation, the language of cinema, and the movie itself. You know, when you know it's going to be a memorable experience, and that frankly makes our jobs very easy. And because, like we always say, it begins here, right? The filmmaker, they do all the hard work, they do the conceiving, they're part of the writing process, they're part of the interpretation of the narrative, and it is our, it ought to be our sincere effort to give our all to realize their vision and to bring that in its truest form on in front of the camera, and that's our job and our commitment, and that earnestness is always in place, and we'll always try and do better and try and do more when I get the opportunity to work with a director like this, and I'll be repetitive in that.
हेलो, मेरा नाम आरती सक्सेना है। ऐश्वर्या जी से मेरा सवाल है कि नमस्ते कि मणिरत्नम जी आपके गुरु हैं। मणिरत्नम जी के साथ आपको काम करके 3 ऑप्शंस में दे रही हूँ केबीसी की तरह कि खुशी हो।
चौथे ऑप्शन का क्या हुआ?
चौथा मैं आपके लिए छोड़ दूंगी।
उसे तो हमने लॉक कर ही दिया।
तो पहला ऑप्शन ये है कि आपको मणिरत्नम सर के साथ खुशी होती है, डर लगता है कि आप समझते हैं कि आप सबसे लकी हैं कि आपको मणिरत्नम जी के साथ इतनी सारी फिल्में करने का मौका मिला। और चौथा क्वेश्चन आपके ऊपर।
One of the options I've answered time and again. तो सबसे पहले मैं खुशी कहूँगी और I'm thankful to God, grateful to God that as an artist, like I said, I got to begin. He's my first guru as an artist, and I got to begin with him. So it's gratitude, it's absolute gratitude, and unabashed joy and happiness. That वो जो contentment जो मिलती है, वो जो creative security मिलती है, उसमें जो एक सुकून है, एक peace है, एक spirituality है कि मतलब हम जानते हैं कि यहाँ हम यही करने आए हैं. You're here to work with this creative genius and the team that he brings together, where you actually get to work with just brilliance, and everybody truly brings their student-like approach to the set, because that's the teacher we're working with. That's the guru we're all working with. I mean, he is the captain. And he doesn't announce it, he doesn't state it. It is just a given, and everybody is out there to try and, like Raheman sir said, it's search for excellence, and that search is on. कभी convince नहीं होते कि मतलब हाँ पहुँच गए, मिल गया, we've done it. No, it's that search is a constant, and with each experience it just keeps growing. And I think that's the purest form of learning for any artist, to keep that going, that you need to constantly evolve. There's nothing called arriving or reaching and to reach a point where you feel you know it all. It's beautiful. I mean, our guru himself always says, when we say like, do you know? He'll always say, no, I only know what I don't want. and we're constantly trying to figure out what it is that we're looking for. And it's so nice that he keeps it that pure, and he's always about keeping it true, keeping it real. तो एक ही लफ्ज में तो नहीं कह सकते, कोई ऐसे एक पॉइंट को लेके हम उस पर उंगली डाल के वो ग्रीन हाईलाइट नहीं होगा. बेसिकली इस पर हम we'll just go on and on. हम बोलते जाएंगे because it is evolution and that doesn't come to an end. So thank you.
This side over here.